everyone. Hello, 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 hello. It's Saturday. Yippee! Woo! How are you all doing? Hello. I hope you're all doing well. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Hello. Hi, Forgetful. Hello, I am a big man. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. I am a big man, and I'm doing well. Well, I'm marginally doing well. um, I keep running into this problem where I let Yuppie sleep with me because I love her, but she always takes the head of my pillow and she pushes me down in my sleep, and then I wake up in the morning with a throat full of acid. I need to get my shit together and not be so soft on my puppy, and force her to sleep on her own bed so that I can actually be on my inclined pillow and not have her push me down, and then I wake up feeling like, oh, I don't even know if I can talk, you know? But I love her. I love her. She's worth my help. I have horrible acid reflux. I can say I'm top percentile acid reflux. This disease is owning my whole life right now, and I'm laughing, but it's actually really sad. Just use her as a pillow. She weighs 5 pounds, okay? You know, I know that I may weigh 8 pounds, but I'm still not gonna take the risk of crushing her with my big, fat Chinese baby head. It's one thing I'm top tier at, exactly. Hi, Senpai. My 100-pound German Shepherd likes to lay on me while I sleep and never needs a blanket. I never need a blanket. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. I I love big dogs. I got a small dog for my safety and convenience because I'm a small lady. Uh, don't take out of context what I just said. But man, I'm seeing Yuppie grow bigger and bigger, and she's at like 5.5 pounds now. And man, I miss when she was small, but I'm also really glad she's bigger because then I feel like her entire form has more structural integrity and she won't get like blown away by the wind or eaten by a squirrel, you know? So you know how bridges have blocks of sacrificial metals attached so the parts exposed to seawater? Maybe you could have some sacrificial antacid installed. I need like an entire shield shoved down my throat, like covering my entire esophagus and like blocking off my larynx while I sleep. I need to become a partial cyborg in the evenings. Hi, Dog Day. Welcome in. My dog gave birth to 5 puppies. Oh, what breed is your dog? Oh my god. Do tell. Wait, really? Was it planned or was it accidental? That's so cute. I'm sure it's a handful, but oh, how is it? How is it? Wouldn't you just die if you did that? I'm willing to take a chance. I'm very experimental. Planned. Oh! What breed? What breed? What breed? Very busy. Do tell. What's a breed? um, That is a lot of work. It's basically like being a parent, being like I thought having a little puppy would be all fun and games, but no, it is legitimately like a little bit more than what I would presume to be half of parenting. Poodle and Bichon? Oh! Oh, that sounds so cute. What color are they? Are the puppies actually like kind of like apricot, I assume, because they're half Bichon? Oh my god. That makes me so happy. Boodles. I think they're called Bichon poos. Yeah, put pictures in the Discord, please. I want infant puppy pictures. I will die for infant puppy pictures. Bichon poos. That's what they're called. I I think also that my dog has a tremendous sense of hearing, and I don't think the wall that my dad built is strong enough to keep her out. I think she can hear me talking right now, and she's like yelling out. You guys can't hear, but she's doing it. Oh boy. I love Bichon so much. They're just Thank you, bruh. You're very kind. Thank you. Crying dog a little bit, yes. Uh Pet ownership is parenthood in almost all angles. I agree. I agree. I just don't want to compare it to human parenting because I feel like people who are human parents would take offense to that. But my dad said that in comparison to raising a human child, he thinks that our yuppie is harder than the first 2 years of an infant and a toddler's life. He compared like me raising Yuppie and what he's been seeing with all of this to skipping the nice infant phase where they can't move on their own and they can't cause any pain and destruction, and they're just very docile little meatloafs. And you skip those first 2 years, you go straight to the phase where they're running around, crayons in their hands, drawing all over your walls. So, according to my dad, who is an actual parent, it is as hard as raising a toddler. You get to do less for them, but you also have to do as much, if not more, for them for about a year or two until they like become old dogs past 2 years and they finally calm down. My dog's name is Coyote. What? That's that's terribly inaccurate. That's like naming a human chimpanzee. That's literally the dog equivalent of naming a human after a monkey species. I feel like your dog should be offended that you guys would name them Coyote. How do we pronounce your name? Yui. My brother's name is Chimpanzee Yui. Please don't be cruel. I the world really is cruel, just like how your brother's parents didn't love him enough before he was born. That's gonna be my firstborn's name now. You're a Twitch chatter. I know it's a joke, No! What? Uh, what? I don't understand. What? What's the occasion? What? I don't. Thank you. Thank you. That's a lot, Yushin. Thank you very much, Pisses. Thank you for the 20 gifted. What? It's a Yui day? There's, no. It's not my birthday. We're not celebrating anything today. Wh- What's going on? What's going on today? Thank you very much, Infamous. Thank you for the 5. And Eugen, thank you so much for the 20. Thank you, thank you. No, it's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. Also, Joe, thank you. Thank you again, Eugen. And thank you, Infamous. What's the deal? What's happening to... Thank you, man. Hi, Mad. That's a lot of subs. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mud. I really appreciate it. Hi, Frost. Welcome in. I promise you, despite what everyone's saying, it isn't my birthday. Hi, Vox. Thank you for 16 months. Thank you. Anon, kill yourself. Gifted sub to Valorant. Thank you. Thank you, Anon. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. You don't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you. Did she just say gift subs to Valorant? There's only one Valorant account. So don't count on it. It's already been done. The bid is over. Wow. Hi, Poo Poo. Thank you for 9 months. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. It's a lot. Thank you. It's very nice. Thank you. Yippee. Wow. Oh, yuppies. Crying. Again. But that's okay. Yippee. I, saying thank you very much. Thank you for the gifted sub deluxe. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Yippee. Uh, where was I? What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh dear. Oh my. Yuppie coyote. Oh my goodness, I'm done with the chimpanzee bit. No more monkeying around. Oh yeah, raising a dog is kind of like raising a child. Absolutely. You know, raising myself also feels like raising a child sometimes. Hear me out. I okay, I'm going somewhere with this. I promise. You forgot monkey embracing inner dog? I I mean I really thought that becoming an adult I would suddenly feel like I'm capable of all things that functioning adults are capable of, and I would feel distinctly different from the way I did when I was a dependent or when I was a child. But it really doesn't feel that way. And I'm wondering if if I'll ever get to the point where I feel like I'm not just a big kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hobo, thank you. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. We're all faking it. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are very genuine about enjoying adulthood. I've made it to the ripe old age of 42 and I still feel like I'm a big kid and I have to really push myself to do big kid responsibilities and fulfill my role in society. You know, to be fair, becoming a VTuber definitely took me like 5, maybe 10 steps back. But 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 I still felt like it should have been. I feel like I'm behind, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like a little kid. I truly do feel like the embodiment of a little guy. Embrace your inner child. You don't want to be wizened. Wait, what did you say? You don't want to be a wizened old hag cursing out the world. I don't think I'll ever be that. And and I think I'll forever think I'm a bit naive. Mr. G, thank you so much. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And Pen Pal, thank you. Hi, Yuki. Hello. My first time catching the tweaker stream. I'm not a tweaker. I don't tweak. I'm just fine. I'm fine. Yuki, I promise you, I will show you that I am a functioning streamer. I do not crash out. I do not break down. I am a good noodle. No, it's true. It's true. I promise. Say
Yeah.
thank you for gifting Yuki the sub. Fun fact, if you turn the bass up on your headphones, you can feel every time she hits her desk. I'll stop doing it. I'll be more controlled. I'll save my I'll save the little joints in my fingers. I'll be better to myself. You do good. Yeah, man, not a big fan of adulthood responsibilities, but enjoy having less restrictions. If I want a McDouble at midnight, then I can have a McDouble at midnight. No one's gonna stop me. You know, I got to have the same perspective when I graduated from college for all of a year and then I got sick. And now I can't do that anymore. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just aged too fast. I went straight from that 18 to 22 phase. I went from there straight to becoming a middle-aged adult with health ailments, fiscal responsibilities, and a child. Maybe that's what it is. I completely missed my personal, free, roaring 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yui Opa Opa. 我过了22岁，突然一下变成了一个中国大妈。俺是个大妈，我是个大妈。我过了20岁就变成了一个阿姨。I'm so cooked. Hi, Dax. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Happy weekend. I hope you're doing well. Do your knees crack when you sit and get up? Not when I sit, but when I have to crouch. They crack. Every time, literally every time, I can't get a McDouble at midnight because I wouldn't be able to sleep for the next 3 hours. And I have reflux. I, I feel like I'm just a big baby. I understand that to all of you that is not news, but to me, it kind of is. And you're gonna laugh at me, but stop saying we know. I said it before you could say it. It doesn't have the same impact when you go, we know, okay? I took that privilege away from you to bring myself less secondhand embarrassment. So bring it. Shut up! Yeah, I. I. For the first time in my life. Midnight. Thank you. Don't ellipses me. I'm being true to myself. I'm not tweaking. I'm not tweaking. I barked for the bit. It was completely conscious. Wow. Thank you, Naka, for 5 months. Thank you. Shut up, shut up. You know what? For the first time, I was thinking, wow, you know, I, I don't want to feel like I'm a big baby forever. One day I'll have to go out into the world on my own. I can't be like this forever. And I introduced my parents to the idea. I was like, maybe one day in the near future, I'll have to start thinking about building my independence in more ways. And those ways involving, me eventually leaving the nest and going out and being on my own. And I had this whole talk plan for them because I really wanted to at least start getting them used to the idea of me eventually leaving. And they shut me down real quick. My God, I had a whole spiel planned. They put me down like a 15-year-old dog. Like my my dad my dad gave me the reality check of a century. he and the crux of his statements basically came down to, you're just a girl. I'm completely serious. I'm not even like exaggerating or overgeneralizing what he said. His statement basically came down to, you are just a girl, UEX. And you are a special girl. Aiden, thank you very much. Thank you for the 5. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. uh, he said, well, you've always been a bit different, remember? You don't do well alone. You... and you're a little bit unstable. And you're sick, too. At some point in our lives, another form of maturity that goes alongside developing your independence is realizing where your limits are. And I really do believe that your limits probably wouldn't do you too well to be living on your own right now. Your dad may be the realest person, but I have to do it one day, you know? I have to grow up eventually. I can't literally be like this forever. I'm getting to that point where I'm experiencing my midlife crisis and I'm realizing maybe I'm behind compared to other people my age. And I don't know how to do enough. AKA he tells you to get married first. That's kind of the vibe. But at the same time he's kind of given up on that. He was like, well, you can just stay here, you know? I I can build an extra wall somewhere in the house that you can keep fully locked and closed as if it really is just a wall and you can be separate, but you can stay here. They are very concerned about my health problems. And they also feel like I'm very soft, which I don't like. My parents lecture me about this every time I try to uh go to them about, freeing myself somewhat. They my parents are hard asses. They are hardcore negotiators. They don't fear interacting with people, either people that they know or people that they don't know.
Wow.
You know, back where I'm from, someone can try to sell them a bag of apples for $10 and they'll be like, give it to me for one. They don't care. They will make statements like those. And uh whereas I cry at everything, I'm very sensitive. I'm very soft. They think that I don't know how to be mean to people. Like genuinely mean to people, which is not true. It's not true. I may be a little guy, but I have the ability to stand up for myself, but they don't believe me. They they don't believe me whatsoever. Hi Luca. Hello. uh, You can beta test it first by renting an apartment close to them and checking if you last a year. That was basically what I had in mind. Probably not this year, but like maybe in the next year or two. That was essentially the proposal that I went to them with. And I was like, I'll work hard and I won't ask you guys for anything and I'll try to live close to home so that at least I'm not too far and if anything goes wrong or I need any help, I can call you guys and drive to you real quick. Uh but the problem is they genuinely don't think I would last a year. Specifically, they don't think that I would they think that I'm too soft to ever talk to an actual landlord.
Wow.
Have you lived by yourself before? No. No. But 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 uh, uh, uh it, it is a lot of work. I know, but they don't believe that I'm up for it. I don't think they believe that I'll ever be up for it. They think that wherever I go, I'm just gonna get scammed. And in their defense, I've gotten scammed a lot, but that's not that I'm getting scammed less now Stop with the ellipses. It's embarrassing.
Wow.
5, please. Come on. Come on, dude. Becky. Thank you for half a year, though. I hope you're getting by okay. We're like, in Canada, we're like quickly approaching the coldest, like, few weeks of the year. I hope you're well over on the East Coast. I heard temperatures are insane over there. Thank you for half a year. And Lumiere, thank you for subbing. Thank you very, very much. Have you ever sent back food if it wasn't up to par? No. No. I Okay, but that's not me being weak. I have a justification for this, okay? I don't mess around with people in food service, even if they like give me something that is vastly under the quality of what I would expect, or they give me something that's inaccurate. Unless it's some like bougie place, I just eat what I'm served. I don't I my parents taught me this. They said that if if it's like a $20 meal, for example, and they give you something wrong or they mess up, you just leave it be, because if you make a complaint, you don't know what they're gonna do to your food. That's my justification. It's not me being weak. If I'm like somewhere fancy where like I trust the behavior and the service quality and the reputation of the establishment, then I will send stuff back. Then I will send stuff back. But I've never been to a bougie place and had them get my order wrong, so I don't have that experience anyway. If it's like $20, I'll just take the L and go home sad that night. It's okay. I'm not gonna take a risk of like pissing off somebody who, doesn't really get paid enough to be dealing with all that stuff anyway. If it was your sister wanting to leave, would they be overprotective or the same? They are. I feel very strongly about this topic. You did an excellent job bringing it up. My sister might be my I keep in mind she is the youngest child. Typically the youngest child gets coddled more, but no, my sister is like big, beefy, and she might like move out of province when she starts college. Like that possibility is very much there. And I'm just like, why weren't you guys okay with me doing this? And I'm older now and you're still not okay with it, but you're okay with my like sister moving out at 18 but not me? So she is the older sister? No, she's not. I I am the older sister. I am the just younger child privileges, maybe. Maybe. I think that like even though younger kids are coddled more, they are also given more freedom. But in her case, it's not really the fact that she's getting more freedom. It's that my parents trust her more. Hi, Clavy. Yui's still a baby even if she's older? Nuh-uh. I can tell Yui loses sleep over. How did you know? How did you know? Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Yes, sirree. Yes, I do. Hi, Hugs. Welcome in. Like my dad during our conversation literally said this straight up. He said, "You know, if Yester wanted to move out, I trust her. She's strong. She doesn't get sick. She's she talks to people like she has a backbone and like she's tough. She's very aware of her surroundings. I think I think she would be safe, and safety is always number one." And I was like, "Yeah, okay. I do agree. I think my sister is very strong. So what? I'm older now. Surely I've at least gotten to the point where I'm even if I'm a late bloomer, I'm at her equivalent now, right?" And he was like, "Well, but you, on the other hand, you, you, uh, you're just you're just a little bit nimble." And he like waves his hands up and down at my entire body, and I'm like, "Stop doing this! Isn't the bit from How to Train Your Dragon? You can't just gesture to all of me, okay?" Like, come on. Uh, you're just you, is what he meant to say. Exactly. Yeah. And like he was like, "You do not have it in you to like really be competitive with a landlord and also neighbors, and not just the neighbors on your right and left if you're living in a condo, also your neighbors up and down. You have omnidirectional neighbors in a condo. Yui, are you ready for that? I really don't think you are. You have a lot of trouble confronting people about this." What if you're streaming and you get complaints? Or or what if there's no problems when you're talking, but your neighbors are loud and cause your viewers disturbances while you're streaming? Will you have it in you to actually approach, management or your neighbor directly to ask them to keep it down? Is it really worth that stress? And I'm like, just kill me, dude. Just kill me. And he said it's not just your landlord and your neighbors. If you're living in a condo, you have to deal with the strata as well, which is the management system, the overlooker for the entire complex. For anyone who's only ever looked at like single family dwellings like I have. Like, they will fine you for doing anything wrong, and each fine is at least $200. And my mom was there and she was like nodding along, like, I don't I don't know. I I I just don't think dealing with all those little things is good for you when you're always sick. And then I died. I died inside. That conversation has been living in my head rent free because he's right. I know deep down that he's right, and I hate it. And you know what else he had the audacity to say during the conversation? Your mom and I would feel much better say if you were moving out with a partner. But look at you! And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean look at you? What do you mean look at me?
Yippee!
What
Maybe you
do
will have
I
a chance
say
when
to
Yuppie
that?
isn't in charge of you. I'm not sure that day will come though.
Thank you, Sidri. That makes me feel so much better. Hi, gamer. Welcome in. So, Yui, with these undeniable facts, what's the plan? I'm not even finished. Because he kept going. You know what he said? He said like, you know, he said this to my face. He said, you know, you are like dashing. You are tall and thin and you're really pretty. But of course, that's like what every dad thinks, right? It's like you have all these things going for you, but at the same time, you're also still a very particular person. You have very specific needs because of your poor health. You know, and also because you're a little bit unstable. Like, eh, you know, you, I genuinely don't think you should live alone. And, you know, it's not that we are picky or we're strict about who you hang out with or who you might end up with. It's just that they need to be someone capable of taking care of you. And that's a far cry for most people who are young adults. And I was like, where's the lie? Where's the lie? I hate it.
How is it
I
possible for
clock
one
it,
man
but
to
I
be
hate
so
it.
based?
And that just crushed me. It crushed me because I had nothing to say to that. I was literally just sitting on his, like, I was talking with him, like,
7
by
months.
his
It's
desk
been a
in
ride,
his
and
bedroom. I
now
was
that my
sitting
games are being
on, like,
taken away by
on the
family, I will
bench
be
by
ever
his
more
bed,
grateful
and I
for
was
these
just
streams.
pouting the whole
Good
time.
day to you, yo.
I was literally looking like this the whole time. Like, trying not to cry, just. I and I'm not gonna lie, it took me like I had this conversation literally a week ago. It took me a week to be able to fully process it internally, to be able to realize like he was right about everything. And I see it now, and now I can make fun of it. Now I can talk about it. Not even an AI boyfriend could work with. Yeah. Ego shattered, form nimble, trauma established. The Taco Bell boing going at the end of that. I literally needed time to recover from all of that. Oh, God. They do really care. And it's not that they would prevent me from leaving. They're just really trying to discourage me from it. Because I think the idea of me leaving, not just on a, empty nest level, but on a safety level concerns them. Hi, Upward, welcome in. The Taco Bell will never abandon me. Think I can camp up in a 24/7 Taco Bell, pay them like $300 a month for rent, have my little corner booth where I stream with one outlet, and like be taken care of by the minimum wage employee? Ah. But yeah, that was a discussion. And for sure, I realized also, like, at home, with my family, if I'm doing laundry, or I'm like helping them like prep ingredients to cook, I have a lot of motivation to do so because I'm doing it like in part for the family and it's for everyone together. But I do feel like I'm a big baby in that if I were to be living alone, I just wouldn't really care as much. And I would probably be a lot lazier about functioning. Same with like cleaning my room. I was more punctual and had to like force myself on a schedule to be able to clean on time before Yuppie. But after getting my dog, I've been a lot more upbeat about making sure my space that we share together is a lot more clean and tidy. Um, and I have more schedule set up for like her feedings and the like, and it keeps me going because then I'm not doing it for myself, and that becomes easier. But like otherwise, if I were to actually live alone without parents, without my dog, I would literally be like I would be like a female, like I would genuinely be the image of like the anime girl failure, like messy hair, horrible like self-care, dark circle. You know that image of like the girl with the really messy hair and like clothes that haven't been washed in like 3 days. In her like horrible bedroom with like ramen cups all over the place. That would literally be me if I was alone. But because I'm not alone, I feel like there's more to existing at home than just me, and I can push myself to be more. But if I was alone, I would see no reason to. Yeah, I would be a female cleaner ass mingle. I, I'm okay. Listen, his lifestyle is extreme for sure, but the mentality, I kind of get it. Like, and I'm so sorry, but like, I would never do it. I would never let things get that far. not what I'm used to, not what I would really be okay with, you know? Um, I would like be like pushed by my inner consciousness to clean sooner than letting it get to that state. But at the same time, the kind of mentality that goes into that level of self-neglect is something that I deeply understand. Wow. I don't think I'm alone on this. I don't think I'm weird for this. It takes certain experiences in your life to really make you feel removed from doing anything about it. But that kind of like, what's the point mentality, I kind of empathize. Like, I get it. Also, too, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Trauma can do it? Oh, shit. Oops. uh, yeah, rooming with like roaches and spiders is a definite no for me. And me personally, like I love my dishwasher. I love having a dishwasher. My dad loves his dishwasher. He is an Asian parent who swears by his dishwasher. He's not one of those like we're gonna hand clean everything. Um, my dad believes in the sanitation of a dishwasher that can reach temperatures that human skin cannot touch. And I swear by that too. It just takes a little bit of planning to make sure that every load in the dishwasher is worth the water and electricity. Just like plan, like maybe do dishes by hand up until the end of the week. And then when you like meal prep or cook a lot, then that evening you can load up the dishwasher, have it almost full, and really make the most of those few hours and all of that water. Yeah, the disinfection functions in dishwashers I think are supreme. I just, unfortunately, I don't think, even with all the human effort in the world, you would be able to clean as well as a good dishwasher. It takes less water to wash a load of single dishes than it does to hand wash that single dish. I didn't know that, actually. I, really? I can't see that personally for some reason, but you might be right. I assume that hand washing was more resourceful, like more resource efficient, but I genuinely had no idea. Cool! I'm gonna go tell my dad that, and he's gonna feel really good about himself. And he's gonna ask me where I learned that. I'm gonna say chat. I also told my dad about how it was one of my viewers who predicted in advance that like I had H. pylori. It was really funny. I I think it gave him the impression that my chat was smarter than you guys actually come off. So now he has like weirdly high expectations of the people that I talk to. He thinks I'm like talking to a bunch of like PhD students and doctors. And I'm like, Dad, that's not true. Yeah, I. Hmm? Yippee!
Cheers to that one guy bringing up our average.
Very much so. Thank you, Mia. It takes first one to lead a generation. Thank you. Man, man. Maybe one day I'll get there. Um, back, back to the main topic. One day I'll grow up. One day I'll, get to a better place. How do you heal from a shattered ego? Time, a lot of time, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of time crying on the toilet, staying cooped up in your room, wondering what could have been. I'll get there. I'll grow up one day. Man, I feel like I haven't changed all that much. And that also, I also feel like, I don't know if any of you relate, but does anyone else feel like when they're with a lot of peers their age and who are at around the same developmental level and like places in their lives, you realize that, oh, I'm not okay. I'm pretty much okay. I have the same problems as everyone else. I'm facing the same challenges as everyone else. And then when you spend an extended amount of time alone, you start feeling like, oh, I have all of these problems that are unique to me, and I feel like I can't solve them and I can't grow from them, and I'm just a lazy little guy and I feel like such a baby. And then you go back out into the world, like, oh, my belly, and then you hang out with like people who are your age and you talk to them, you realize, wait, I've been gaslighting myself this entire time. Like, I'm okay. I feel like my brain is just always lying to me. So make sure you get out in the world and actually talk to people. I need to do that more often. Isolation and solitude is very bad for mental health. Yeah, sigh. Uh, I am very lucky. I've managed to make a friend recently, um, who I've been like going out on occasion and hanging out with. Uh, and I actually met her through streaming, which is really nice. And she's like the first person who I've like met IRL, having like met online to start with. Is she real? She would tell you that she's not real. Um, I made a friend, yeah. She's just, I love her. She made me feel really reassured because it really has been like, before her, it really had been like a genuine year since I had been around any peers that were like truly either from my previous profession who are around the same age or like from the current streaming activities, you know? So once the IRL meet, we've only been meeting up IRL. We're both the same. We're so funny. It's such a testament to people who live in my area. We do not text. Like, we text to be like, hey, let's make plans for next Friday. And then we reply with like, okay. And then we just send like, we cold send links that are in the area, like downtown, and we come to like, okay, let's go to this place. And then she's like, okay, I'll make the reservation. And I'm like, what time was it for? And she was like, 7 p.m. And I'm like, cool, okay. And then we don't talk. If we made those plans on Monday, we do not talk again until Friday at 5 p.m. and it's me going like, okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Like I text her when I'm leaving my house. I think it's fairly normal. uh, yeah, it was one of those things that like for the past year and a half, I honestly have been feeling very kind of defective.
Wow.
As far as communication goes, because I'm really not built the way that people who primarily compose their lives online, I feel like are expected to. I really don't like messaging people. I would prefer to call most of the time. I don't like having long text conversations. Um, I personally feel like networking and meeting people through messages only is so bland. um, and I to be fair, I'm still like at a deficit when it comes to this. I am completely aware of the fact that the reason that I have had this colossal networking failure over the last 2 years is because of the way that I'm built. And as much as I've tried to change, it just hasn't worked. but but I know I could be better. I I just it's like ooh. It's like I could have it in me, but I don't feel like I have it in me. Yeah, as an adult, you have to put an effort to make friends outside your work. For sure. Uh, yeah. Um, and that's the transparency. I could be better for sure. Um, but man, this made me feel a lot better about myself. I'm being completely honest. It made me feel like I was more or less a normal person, and it was a lot of fun. Um, we went to some like really like urban areas, and we took like a long walk while just yapping to each other the entire night. And and somewhere on our walk, we also went by a strip club. We were just walking down the street, and it was late night, and it was like a really bustling big strip club. There was a bouncer at the front, and I didn't realize it at the time. I don't think either of us did, because it's simply not what would come to mind for people like us. In hindsight, I think he was catcalling us, but it but I didn't realize he was coming off that way at the time, so I started bantering with him. he, he was like, yeah, the bouncer. He was like, like out of nowhere, he was like yelling to us on the sideway, and there were like a couple of his buddies, like also roaming around the area, loitering, like looking at us. And he was like, ladies, come on in, come on in. The girls need you. And I was like, is that so, sir? They need us in what way? And he was like, you can join them, you can give them some support. And I was like, that's very funny, sir. You have a good night. And we just kind of laughed and walked on. But in hindsight, I, real- I realized what it was. thought he was
I
sweet.
see why
Like,
your
I thought he
parents
was
don't want you
joking,
to
and he
move
was
out.
trying to, like, and he was probably bored because there were a few people at the entrance, but not a lot. And so I thought he was just trying to make conversation. He literally tried to recruit my friend and
I'm
I.
starting to understand why you get
And
scammed.
I need to hang out with her again, and I need to bring up that interaction we had and see if she's also realized the same.
Wow.
Thank you, Mickey. Thank you very, very much. I'm starting to understand why you would get scammed now. That's not true. I guess confidence is very important. What do you mean? Oh, that was that though. Um. Oh, I also came across a very. I took an image that. Okay, I have to crop this, but I took a very important image, and I feel like it's kind of like a Renaissance painting, and I want to show it to you guys. We were walking down the street, and out of the blue, there was just a whole baguette on the
Wow.
ground. I don't know why this scene stuck out to me so much. It was a whole baguette. I don't understand. Hi, welcome in, and thank you, Anon, for the gifted sub. Thank you very much. Yeah, I absolutely sent this image to Enku. It's giving big, sad Enku energy. That poor man. I sent that shit to him like, welcome to Canada. It is a waste. It really is a waste. I was just so flabbergasted by the scene at like 11 p.m. at night while strolling the streets. Just something about it, you know? Exactly, there is a story behind how this loaf of bread ended up there. I don't. I could have made a great sandwich out of that thing. I hate seeing wasted food, but also seeing the whole bread completely untouched was just really funny. Hi, Poncho. Welcome in. No, the whole loaf of Matharu. It's just a random whole loaf of bread on the ground as I was walking by. Wild. I would eat the whole. You guys wouldn't eat a whole baguette loaf? Baguettes are so good. They're the floor baguettes, not like true French baguettes that are like rock hard in and out, like they can literally rip up the roof of your mouth. I don't like those. I like the baguettes that like are really crunchy but have some softness and some chew on the insides. I live for those. I love that chewy, crispy, soft bread. It's so good. I could down that shit on its own. I don't even need butter or jam or meat or cheese. It doesn't even need to be a sandwich or dressed up. I will devour that. I love bread. And it made me so sad to see this whole ass florgerette. Bread is so good. True loaves of bread like baguettes are just on a whole different level from your sandwich wonder bread, you know? And I still love like ultra processed, like sliced white bread, I will still eat that shit up too. But a baguette hits different. I love the way you talk about bread. I love how you are a man of culture, Silver. You get it. You get it. Like, a good baguette sandwich, yes, oil, balsamic, Swiss cheese, ham,
Wow.
tomatoes, and spinach. Holy moly. A little aioli here and there. I love my freaking ciabatta buns. Oh, a hamburger with a potato bun. Oh my god, I love bread. Truly a fantastic carb. I literally evolved. My ancestors lived and died for millennia so that I could live today with my human stomach catered to
Yippee!
simple
Just
carbohydrates,
wanted to
and
say
I
I'm
could
glad you're in a
enjoy
better
a
place
good
mentally and
loaf of
emotionally.
bread.
I've got through times like that, and my grandmother and close friends have been key to helping me change the
Thank you,
negative thoughts
Midnight.
and feelings I
Oh,
have
my
about
belly, I'm
myself.
sorry. Inappropriate.
Proud of the
But
growth
thank you,
you're
I'm really
making, and
glad you've
remember
gone
we
through
are
that
all
too,
different
and
in
you're
the
in a
way we
better
grow
place
up,
as
so
well.
try not to let it get you down hen your
Thank you.
heart.
Thank you very much. I'll do my best. Yippee! Hi, Kanai. Welcome in. I love bread is absolutely underrated. Thank you so much. Glad to see all
Wow.
the bread lovers in
Happy
chat.
weekend everyone, you yips heart.
Hi, Andregos. Thank you for 8 months. Thank you very much. Hi, Pismark. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Man. Man, I want to make more local friends. I'll have more stories to tell you guys too.
Wow.
Hi, Atman. Welcome in. Hello. How old are you? You sound 18. Hey, that reminds me, my sister said the most grossly offensive thing to me this week. She came home from school and she said, you know, we were going over family photos today, and I was like, why would you do that to me? And she said, I showed all of my friends pictures of you, and I was like, why would you dox me to high schooler? And hi, Solace, welcome in. And she said that she and all of her friends agreed that if I were to step foot in their high school, all of them would simply think that I was a slightly older looking senior. She told me, a woman, a grown woman, that I look like I could be in high school. I have spent all these years, after 18, growing and maturing for what? For what? You're a woman. I will. I will eat your. Okay. Anyway,
Yippee!
Isn't that a compliment?
it might be a compliment if you're not Asian, but I think looking too young is a great point of insecurity for a lot of Asian girls, including me. I'm the Asian girl. I can't wait to be a dama. Man, Ugh. I was like, how could you look me in the eye and tell me that you did that to me and came to that conclusion with your little Genshin Impact playing friends? And she was like, it's the truth, you know? At least you match. She said this to me. She said, at least you match. You are a baby and then you look like a baby too. And I'm like, the audacity. What happened to respecting your elders, you little twerp? Are you kidding me? And I looked at my dad like, are you just looking at this? You're not gonna say anything? This is your child. You have to parent her. She is currently insulting me. And he said, you can't run from facts. You know how jarring it is to hear, like, an old Chinese man tell you in perfect English, you can't run from facts? Like, no wonder I ended up like this. Literally attacked on all sides. Like, my family talks to me, like, besides our serious conversations, right? Like the one I described today, my family talks to me like, not like they're my family, but like they're my roommates, is what I realized. maybe maybe I can technically say that I'm practically living on my own, but I'm sharing a dwelling with roommates because on a regular day-to-day basis, that is genuinely what living with my family feels like. Hi, John. Welcome in. They're just simulating how it is renting with roommates. Oh, my belly. My sister 100% shadows the streams at times, and I always tell her not to, but I think she does so anyway. She's she's kind of a tsundere fan. She pretends like she doesn't care about what I'm up to with streaming, but she actually admires it a lot and cares a lot. And she's probably stalking me on Twitter. I wonder where you are in the hierarchy of your house. I'm at the rock bottom. Rock bottom. She's gonna be extra mean to you now that you said that. Maybe. Okay. Alright. I think I've yapped for enough today. Thank you for listening to me today. I had a lot of fun yapping my ass off. Yippee! Anyway, the conclusion overall from today's talk is that I am still a baby at heart. I'm trying my best to do adult things separately here and there, and I would be better off physically and mentally if I simply accepted what I am. My disposition is that of a coughing baby,
Yoly moly.
and I would be better for it if I just said, This is okay. This is my life. I'm simply not there yet, and I'm built a little bit different, and that's okay. I'm literally like that one I'm like that one quote from freaking Wreck-It Ralph. I was drinking water. Oh my god. Hi, Hunter. Hi, Ghostly. Welcome in. What timing? Hayes 91143. Happy. Happy Saturday to you too. See, this is Hayes in real life. Hayes is going around saying stuff like,
Wow.
"Oh,
You yix wave, you yix
hi,
heart, you yix
Uzu.
heart.
Thank you for 3 months. Thank you very much." Hayes is like, "I'm bad, and that's good. I will never be good, and that's not bad. There's no one I'd rather be than me. You evil bitch." Whereas my version of the quote goes something like, "I'm a baby, and that's good. I will never be independent, and that's not bad. There's no one I'd rather be than me." Kill me, dude. I just have to maybe live by those words, talk to a therapist about it. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Alright. Okay. Thank you for yapping with me today. I will be right back. I'm gonna go pee and refill my water. Be good. Yeah? I'll be back and then we can talk about what game we're gonna play today. Thank you very much. Hello! Hello! I'm back. Okay. Before we move on, I realized that for some reason my coaxial compressor reset itself. And I don't remember exactly what the original settings were, so we are going to figure it out together. I swear it's probably something with OneDrive's backups. Last time this happened, and I lost my profile, it was also because of OneDrive. I don't know why it does that. I don't know where my files are. Anyway. Hi, Zona. Welcome in. Hello. Screw OneDrive? Are you serious? I just put it on my whole PC. I just enabled it on all of my files. It looked like a good storage slash backup solution. Really? Really? Oh. No. Okay. Well, okay. You just doomed everyone. Okay. I'm sorry. I'll fix things one step at a time. And it will start with my... Okay, so I think the mod said it sounds a little bit bad right now. I think I might need to turn up the ratio. How's that? Is that any better? Hello? Ooh! I'm talking. I am a baby, and that's not bad. I will never be an adult, and that's good. I mean, that's not bad. A bit louder? Wait, I should make it a bit louder? Stop with the ellipses, please. I'm begging you. No, it sounds louder. Okay, is it too loud? Okay, I think the attack and release are fine. Threshold. Hi, Sky. Welcome in. It's good? Okay. What if I did this? How does it sound now? Any different? Ooh. Someone on PC, please. With headphones, preferably. Does it sound a little bit softer now? Okay. 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 It sounds the same to me? Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright. I just got here, but sounds great on the AKGs. Ooh! Those are fancy. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for helping me. I will stick with that for now. Is it loud enough? Okay. Okay. What if I make it louder? Woo, 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 boop, 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 boop. Oh, there triggers a bit on high volume. I turned my gain to max. Clipping a lot? Okay. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, maybe. How's that? Am I going a little tinny at all? Doing okay? No? I'm sorry, Aiden. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that to you. Okay, no problem. We will stick with that for now then. Okay, you sound a lot more like no. Okay, okay. Thank you, Ranji. Thank you. Cool. Well, we'll go with that. My gut is that's probably the same as how I had it before. Pretty close to. Okay, okay. Thank you for helping me. I am ready to move on to a video game. What are we doing today? Does anyone want to play more fast food sim? Or would you guys like to take a look at Voices of the Void for the first time? I think I'll save Subnautica for next week. I also, oof. This is my last stream before Monday, and I am not ready for Monday. I'm, I am quite nervous. Um, I don't know how much I should talk about it now. My goodness. Yeah, yeah, Renji. We'll see. More World of Tanks? Worse. Well, not worse, but for me and my abilities, worse. I'm still like flabbergasted. I don't know why. Cause, at this initially, okay, I'm not smart on this. When initially I thought that both games had the same parent company or the same publisher, and that's why they were reaching out to me so quickly. Uh, like in succession, right? But they're not. So I don't know what's going on, honestly. Like I'm kind of over my head about it, and I don't know why me. I don't know. I just don't know. Are you becoming a League streamer? I don't think Riot Games would ever sponsor me after the bits that I've pulled about all of their franchises. Anywho, yeah, please be here. If you play any military sim games on Monday, I I will need your help. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep it a surprise for now, but you guys will see on Monday morning.